We're back modeling the cryogenic lab, and this time I'm going to create what I'm calling a bulkhead light, or some kind of light on the wall that's protected by like wire around it. You'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to select this face here, and I'm going to Shift S, cursor to select it. I'm going to move my cursor right there, and I'm going to bring in a cube, and we'll scale it right down. And we're going to build right around there. So I'm going to Shift H and just isolate that thing. I'm going to go Control 3 and add 3 subdivisions right now. And I'm going to apply that. I'm going to come up here to transform to sphere, and I'm going to pull until the number up there is 1, or down here. All right. And I'll shade smooth. So there we go. I'm going to look from, I guess, I don't know, front to side. We'll see if I get the right side or not. And wireframe and vertex, and I'm going to delete all those. I'll go ahead and I'll put all my screen cascades as well. So I got those, and I'm going to delete the bottom ones as well. What am I doing? Delete those vertices. Okay, so this is what I've got. I might scale a little bit in the Y. All right, I'm going to grab these vertices right there, and I'm going to extrude them a little bit, like this. I'm going to select the whole thing, Shift D, rotate X 180, and bring it down. That's going to form my light there. I'm going to box select here and Control E, bridge edge loops. So that's what I've got there. Okay. So let's have a look at this in solid. In edge selection, I'm going to Shift Alt and click that edge. Shift D, I'll pull it out a bit, and I'm going to hit P and separate by selection to bucket object mode, and that'll make that a separate object. I'll set the origin of geometry on that to bring the transform tool right there. And bring it back, go into edit mode. I'm going to hit E and S and pull out, and then I'll look at this straight on, and I'll scale it in the Y, get it a little bit more even. I need to leave enough room for those wires to connect with this, and for a screw, which will go, I think, in the next level. You'll see. I'm going to scale a bit more. All right, and then I'm going to hit E to extrude, and I'm going to come out. And then I think I will go one more level. So I'm going to go E and S. I'll look straight on again. I'll scale this in the Y. Yeah, I'll do it this way. E, and I'll just this short section that will connect to the wall itself. All right, I'm going to go Control 1 and shade smooth, and not do that. Don't get too hasty. Let's put some supporting edges on this. Doesn't have to be super sharp. Just clean it up a little bit. And I might need to grab that internal edge and just scale in a little bit so it's under. And I might even want to flatten this a little bit like this. Pull it in. Alright, so that's the overall shape that I'm going for. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to Shift Alt and click that edge right there. I'm going to make those wires using this. Shift D to copy it, and then P to break it out, just like we did before. Now that's a separate object. I'll set the origin of geometry. I'm going to look from the side here, go into edit mode and select it. And I can see the vertices a little bit better. I'm going to scale this in the X and push it out from the surface a little bit. I'm also going to scale it in the Z out like this, and we'll hold Shift to go a little bit slower. Something along that line there. And then I'm going to do the same for a side. I'm going to select any edge here, Shift Alt and click that edge, Shift D and P to break it out. So there it is. I'll set the origin of geometry, and I'll try looking from the side again. Where do we go? Let's go into this one here. Grab that one if I can get to it again. There it is. Well, maybe I didn't set the origin of geometry on that. Look from the side. Edit mode. I'm going to scale this in the X out like that a bit, and I'll look from this side and I'll scale it in the Y and pull it out, and I'll get something like that. Good enough for now. Let's grab both of these, and I'm going to convert to curve. Come over my curve dialog box. I'm going to switch this to 2. And for the bevel, I'm going to try 0.003. All right. Switch this one to 2 up here. And that's when I convert these back to a mesh to apply materials or whatever. If I need to do that, it won't have too high a resolution. Let's try 0.003 as well. We'll try just smooth, shade smooth. See if that's good enough for now. And this is what I get. I can go down maybe 0.002. Might prefer that. We'll see. Now, I'm going to go Control 1 and put a subdivision on it. And when I convert it, that would be applied. So I would try to remember to take it off and apply it later, or not worry about it. Let's look from here, and I think what I'll do is I think I'm going to come up here and do that, and just do another one just by eye, like this. All right, and so that's what I'm talking about when I call it a bulkhead light. I don't know if it's called that. Now I'm going to want to put a screw here, and I may have to make this a bit wider to do that. I'm not sure. Just a pretty small detail. But let's go ahead and bring back the other stuff. And let's take this and create a new collection down here. And I'm going to call this, I'll call it bulkhead light. All right, for lack of a better name. So move that. So let's grab everything else. This, this, and this. Move to collection bulkhead light. So I would have this stuff. Let's see if I got everything. Yeah. So I could isolate this and just view that, and come back and show everything. So pull this out. Oh, did I not get my light itself? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Select. All right. Yeah, something like that in there. I was thinking of putting it there. Now, what I'm thinking of next is making a pipe that comes out and a switch. And so I'm going to select, let's say, that edge right there, Shift S. Cursor selected. I'm going to bring my 3D cursor right there. Shift A, I'm going to bring in a plane, and I'm going to Alt M, merge all those vertices right at about that point. Okay. All right. I'm going to go E and bring it out, E and bring it down, and I'll put a little switch in here. We'll come under here, E will come up. And I don't know what to do with this exactly, so I think I'm just going to bring it back into the wall like that. All right, so let's have a look at this from, say, here, roughly middle, and it's going to come down. I have a switch in there, and it'll go down under there. Okay, so let's select this and go Control-Shift-B. I think I said Control-Alt-B in my last video. I'm going to pull it like this, and I'm going to give it a few segments. I'm going to try to get one vertex kind of in the corner. So instead of having 4, I'll make sure there's 5. All right, let's convert to curve. Back over to my curves dialog box. 2 here. 0.003. Let's see what that does for me. I can go up a little ways. And let's try shade smooth. I think we'll make this pipe a little bit narrower. 4, like that. And I might even want to adjust this. Let's do this. Let's select just that and bring it out. See, the pipe is associated with it. That's great. Let's look from the side here in wireframe, and we can box select all of this here. Pull it out, give myself a bit more room. And then this thing we can slide down here. And we'll select all of that again. And in solid view, we'll bring it back to the wall. Okay, now I'm going to take this piece here, Shift D, bring it out. Look from here, put it on there, go into edit mode and scale it down. Try to center it up as best we can. Use these pieces. I'm going to Shift Alt and click this edge here and pull it back in. And I'm also going to lengthen this by box selecting and pulling it out a good ways. And we'll look from here, select it, and I'll just center it up a bit better. Like that. And I think I'll take this and scale it in. So we have that. Let's take one of these as well, Shift D, pull it out. And let's see if we can get this going. I'm gonna have my switch here. We're gonna scale this down quite a bit. We'll zoom into that. Like that, and then take this and just pull it into the wall. I can scale it out if I want a little bit. And put it down here quite far, so I do my switch there. I think it's so small that it needs more substance, so I'm going to scale it in the Z to make it a bit bigger that way. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So Shift D. I'm going to bring one up here. Let's rotate X90. And we'll put one in here as well. It's probably okay like that. Doesn't matter if there's a bit of a hole in there. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to bring in a cube again and scale it down and position it kind of like that. Let's see, and I want it to roughly rest back there. So I'll scale this in the Y. I'm going to make like a light switch now, and I'll scale it globally that way. Okay, it's going to be like that. Is that okay? Maybe that way, and then okay. I want a bevel on this, so I'm going to, I think there's a bevel on that. Control L, modifiers. Yeah, like that. And then I'll come in here, and first of all, let's set the origin of geometry on that. Number 3, grab that face and inset like this, not too much. Then it'll come out just a little bit, E, and extrude out just a little bit. All right. Okay, I'll come in here, and I'm gonna, let's see, let's inset ways, and just like that, and extrude in to make a little space. And then I'm going to Shift D and copy that piece. I'll bring it out, P, separate it, and make a switch out of this piece here. Go in, I'm going to scale it down a bit smaller. Okay, let's see if it fits. Extrude it out. This is going to be very simple. I'm going to put an edge loop right there, and then I'm going to grab this edge, and I'm just going to pull it out. And bring that back. I guess I could get rid of the back, and that'll help me with the smoothing and all. this. Maybe we'll put another edge. Let's do that and tighten it up. And it would be along that line. Okay. Now we're going to put some bolts on there. Okay, cool. So let's grab, say, this shifty. So let's rotate Y90. Yes. Make it nice and small. But not so small that you can't see it. A bit exaggerated over real life. Now there's a little bit more that I want to do other than these. We'll see. So those would be there. All right, let's do this. If I hide these, hide this. Can I still move these in? I don't see why I couldn't. Yeah, they just get hidden. Cool. And we'll take one of these, shifty. This might be a little tight here, but I'm gonna make them smaller and make them fit just so that they're just there. I think I am. I could still make this bigger if need be. No, that's where it's gonna go. Okay, on the side, save. Depending on the angle, you may or may not see those. Fair enough. I'm going to take this, Shift D, and bring it over here. We're going to rotate X90 again. This is going to attach to there. Okay. It's going to go roughly like that. It didn't come out perfect, so we'll just do it like this. That's good enough. I was thinking of chopping this, but now I don't think I'm going to. So let's try. I don't know that subdivision is really necessary. Just brings my polys up. But I'm not doing low poly stuff. I'm doing high poly stuff, and so I don't know if I really care that much. I'm just wondering if I can. Let's say I don't do that for now. Can I go up at all in thickness here? Can I go to 0.045? So it's a little bit more visible. If it made any difference at all. Yeah. So let's have a look with the cavity shader. And I'll bring the 3D cursor out of there. I'll select something else. So get rid of that dot. So that's what I have. And there. I guess you could flip the switch, turn it on or off, or something along that line. I may reuse this again in another spot, and we'll see. Yeah, so there's my bulkhead light.